Welcome to another video series. Here I am at an auction site car park waiting for the R53 to be delivered. Now, I actually managed to record myself stood around organising the straps, basically waiting around like an idiot, but I didn't manage to record the vehicle being delivered or basically anything else. So, why did I choose an R53? Well, I have an R53 myself as a track car, had that for about 12 months. I enjoy it, it's good fun. I have a smattering of parts and bits laying around, and when I saw this particular one advertised online, I thought, that looks interesting. You could just sort of see under the bonnet there was an intercooler, an intake, I don't know, and and a badge on the back that said GTT. And I'd never seen one before. Now, the car was listed as flood damage, so at the very worst I thought, if it's a complete pile of crap, I can just take the intercooler and a few bits off it for the track car, pillage any other bits I need, spare arms, etc., and I'll just throw the rest in the bin. However, not quite the story when I got to have a look at it up close. So, briefly, here are some photos that I took of the car when it arrived. Now, the interior did smell like the inside of a working man's club. Saying that, I couldn't actually see any evidence of flood, so take the good with the bad. Put the straps on and was ready for the journey home. So it turns out that the flood damage was actually just the battery tray. It was, I think, boot seal had failed. It was just full of water. The battery was pretty much just submerged underwater. I'll do my blinker fluid next. So once I'd removed all the water out, I was able to put a battery on and see if it started. I'll let you do the honours. If it explodes, well, you know. Well,
ready? Go for it.
Okay. I don't know, what else can I do if it's fucking fucked? That's my mate Rob there from Norwich wearing my wellies. Half tank fuel in it. I'll be old fuel. Ha ha ha! Purrs like a kitten. So, bought the car and realised under here there was alright, heads in here. Bought the car, there's a sticker here, GTT 240, googled it, this has had a lot of work. Sold as flood damage, and battery tray was full of water. Flushed sucked all the water out, put a new battery on it. Just charging. Go on, give it a tickle then. The little one. I don't want to go mad. Poor thing needs a service. Oh yeah, that'll do. Oh, that smells like old fuel. In a bit of a sorry state. I have... Yes, it needs a wash. I have removed the interior. Now, this was because someone had quite probably smoked 1 million cigarettes in this car. It was unbearable. So, I decided that if I couldn't find a replacement black carpet, that I would buy myself a new Vax. It was a good excuse. Vax Duo. And and give this one a shampoo, see if I could sort of eradicate the smell, because it was disgusting. The steering wheel's gone. I mean, it was pre-facelift anyway, but it was not nice. Luckily, I have an entire facelift, half leather interior, seats, clocks, stalks, door cards, trim, pretty much everything. Steering wheel that's going to go in here. However, I pulled it into the workshop and I noticed it's a bit of a bugger to start. Now, it hasn't been started in sort of 5 years, from what I can see, from the history, the little bit of history I've got. So it's a GTT, it's a GT tuning, GTT 240 package. So it's got intercooler, throttle body, intake, remap, plugs, reduced pulley. So yeah, this has got the 4-in-1 long tube, like race manifold on it, to a single, I think it's a GT tuning sort of thing, delete, where they delete one of the factory boxes. Yeah, so that one's missing. Yeah, so it's, and then it sort of comes around here into here, and you get the factory sort of look pipes. Yeah, I mean, so I've already replaced all this wiring. I happen to have this spare anyway, so I ordered a load of sections of this. This is still what came with the car, but this section's new. This is new. This box and fuse is also new. There's the lid. Yeah, that's been replaced. The earth is also a swap out from another car I had, an R53. That's obviously still quite crusty, but at the end of the day, it meant I could dry this out properly, chuck a battery in it, and it does start. However, it's a bugger to start. Now, that is predominantly because it hasn't ran in 5 and a bit, maybe 6 years. Right, so I'm going to do a compression test. It should give me an indication if one of the cylinders is unhealthy, or more than one, or all. It won't necessarily tell me if the head gasket's gone. However, it will give me an indication as if there's something a bit deeper I need to look into, or if the reason it is just running, you know, rough is because the fuel is a million years old. All right, let's crack on. Not too. Oh. No, that plug tip is pretty damaged. I think she's been running quite hot. I don't know a lot about these GT tuning cars, but I don't know a lot about the remaps. I've tried to contact GT Tuning and I've not had any response. But the tunes have probably come a long way since these guys were doing these kits. With the exhaust, the pulley... Oh, apparently it's got a billet camshaft in here. With a camshaft, plugs, pulley, intake, exhaust, throttle body and a few other bits, I would have expected to see injectors, but they're like stacked there factory. So, and as we know, you know, more fuel can sort of help decrease cylinder temps, and you know, you're running quite rich, but it gives you a little bit more leeway with tuning. I know it doesn't go up to 240 horsepower, but you know, like even 210 or 220 horsepower out of these cars without injectors, on factory injectors, I think, you know, you are sort of, well, this plug would indicate to me that it's been running hot in there. Put the jump pack on, and we'll give cylinder number 1 a go. Let's pull them. $155. Yeah, I'll say that wasn't too bad. It could just be dodgy fuel. $155, $155, $145, $155. Cylinder 3 is a little bit down, but I think it's within tolerances. I remember reading somewhere about 11 psi, between 7 and 11. I mean, it's on the edge, but something to keep an eye on. I actually decided I quite like the blue carpet. So I got the vacs out and decided to get stuck in. Whilst I was there, I got a bit carried away, decided to fit the facelift steering wheel, the facelift door cards, facelift interior, took all the vents out, dash panels, cleaned everything. I even got the steam cleaner out.
really happy with how the interior's turned out so far. I gave the factory seats a bit of a clean, but I think I'm just going to swap them for some bucket seats later down the line. Well, why are the high beams on all the time? Okay, that's dodgy. It won't take the high beams off. Right. Oh. I indicate my high beam light comes on. I indicate left though, it doesn't come on. If I indicate right, it does. Yeah, anyway, the reason it was parked up for so long, I just like try to accelerate away in, I don't know, let's pick second gear. Yeah, I'm not going that quickly. The clutch is foobarred. High beam's back on again. Oh, I'm indicating, I'm all doing all sorts of stuff. Time to rip the engine out. It makes everything else a lot easier really, because I can change all the seals. You know, it's fine. It's fine. No clutch. Sounds alright. The tracking is out a little bit as well. I say a little bit, quite a lot.
If there's any concern that it had been in an accident, it's the red one. I've not seen that before on a Mini. I've took a few of these front ends off and not actually seen these stickers before, but no, it's original at least, so. The engine is out. Pretty much immediately. It needs... The rocker cover's been leaking. The gasket was soaked in oil. The oil cooler plate, it's also been leaking from the oil filter housing. I don't know if it's been leaking from the sump or if this is just all the oil. But it's out. It's low mileage, it's 77,000 miles. Well, the Mark 1s are supposedly a crap, but I had a facelift. Sorry, this is pre-facelift. I had a facelift one on my track car, running about 230 horsepower at the time. Went over the mountain at Cadwell, and yeah, it shit itself. Give up, split completely. So I'm now running just a solid CAD solid pulley on the track car. So whether or not I upgrade this, if I take it off, I don't know. GT tuning pulley. That's supposed to be an upgrade as well, part of the GT tuning package. So, yeah, oh, hello. No, come here. Come here. Here you are. Throttle body bolt. Where that gone? This will have the original non-Teflon coated pre-facelift supercharger on it. Doesn't look like there's been any leaks from the water pump, which is good. Next job, because the clutch is gone, so I've got a clutch kit in the bag there. So next job, split the gearbox. I'm probably going to just strip the loom off it, buy the parts washer on an engine stand, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Just noticed something. What have I noticed? Well, I don't know. Probably get a torch. Look at that. PCF. 10th of the 6th, 2003. At 2:25. 6:03. When was the build date of this? August. If anybody knows what this means, I'd be much appreciated. Do you know, I've not seen this. Hang on. PCF, 10th of the 6th, 03, at 2:25. Maybe 3010 is his employee number, and maybe PCF is his initials, or her initials. That's the wrong side. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there. Someone left us a note. Thanks, babe.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye. She is good to me. So, gearbox is off. The release bearing, I don't really have much experience with this. It sounds, if you can hear that, fucked. Let's take a look at the pressure plate. See what the pressure plate looks like. And it's filled with oil. I was thinking leaks. Every Mini leaks. They all leak. Come on. There we go. Yeah, okay. Something's on it. Let's compare it. Yeah, you can definitely tell the thickness. This is a new one, this is the one that's going on it. And if you can see the thickness difference. Look at that, that's... Because it is a crap hole in here.